An hour west of St. Louis, on the Katy Trail, you'll find the historic Pierce Store and Prairie. The store, on the National Register of Historic Places, opened in 1896 to welcome the Katy Railroad. The railroad provided a market for crops and brought goods for the store to sell. Just to the east, in Marthasville, Lewis and Clark stopped to camp on their voyage of discovery, both on their trip west and on their return to St. Louis. Today, the Pierce Store serves as a conservation outpost for magnificent Missouri and overlooks 4 acres of native Missouri prairie. As it has for over a century, the store still welcomes visitors looking for a cold drink or respite from the sun on its front porch. Heading west on the Katy from Pierce, riders pass thousands of acres of Missouri farmland. Where river bottom forests once stood, now corn and soybeans grow. Riders can see scattered remnants of the old forests, giant pecans, cottonwoods, and oaks that dot the fence lines at the field's edge. Treelor, less than 4 miles west of Pierce, also sprang up to welcome and profit from the arrival of the railroad in the 1890s. The Treelor Mercantile Building was built by German immigrants at the same time and for the same purpose as the Pierce Store, but has a completely different architectural style and construction. In Treelor, the old grain elevator that loaded thousands of train cars with grain from river bottom fields still stands. Today, instead of train cars, the historic elevator overlooks a native tree planting. The trees of Treelor, planted between the Mercantile Building and the elevator, illustrate the variety of species that were part of the forests that once covered the river bottom. The trail west of Treelor soon leaves farmland behind for a green tunnel of foliage and thickly wooded bluffs. A few miles west of Treelor, something unique happens. The trail and steep bluffs come together, and soon the river joins in as riders find themselves pedaling between water and bluff. A broad view of the river unfolds as the accumulated rainfall from much of the American heartland flows by. Water that started its journey in Montana and the Dakotas and will ultimately empty into the Gulf of Mexico. Along the way, the Missouri River provides drinking water to towns from Kansas City to St. Louis. The 10 miles of the trail between Pierce and the Berger Bluffs west of Treelor offer a view of all that makes the Katy spectacular. Missouri's farm fields, historic railroad towns, and spectacular wooded bluffs that border America's longest river. It's all waiting for you to explore.